Good morning. Good morning. We ask all students, family, and friends to be seated and turn off all electronic devices or switch them to silent mode. The ceremony will begin in 5 minutes. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Colonel Teresa Weems, the Air War College Dean of Students, and your Master of Ceremonies this morning. On behalf of our Commandant, Brigadier General Michael Rawls, welcome to the graduation ceremony for the Air War College class of 2022. This ceremony marks the culmination of a challenging year of study, which has prepared our students as air-minded joint senior leaders able to dominate in a complex strategic environment. Please remain seated for the procession of the Air War College faculty members. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the entrance of the official party and remain standing for the playing of Ruffles and Flourishes, the singing of the national anthem by Colonel John Davis, and the invocation by Chaplain Colonel Chad Bellamy.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
For our time today, I offer this prayer. Lord, this is not just another fleeting moment. Instead, it's a representation of the journey of our lives, the transformation from weak to strong, from empty to full, from training to readiness. You've been present at all times, both in trouble and in reward, as this academic year has not been without challenge, be it reading requirements, raccoon traps, or mask requirements. We've overcome so much to stand here today, and we undoubtedly are better than we were a year ago. And I thank you for the gain in this very short season of life. It's been said success is like a ladder, and no one has ever climbed a ladder with their hands in their pockets. We're thankful for all those who have invested in our growth, faculty, fellow service members, various administration and support functions. We now commit to take what we have been given and pay it forward. And finally, as we strive to become strategic leaders, excellent in our craft, help us to never forget the call to faithfulness. Faithful to our God, to our spouse, our children, to those we lead, and in service to our country. This is my simple prayer for all here today. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Thank you, Colonel Davis, for the beautiful rendition of our national anthem, and Chaplain Bellamy. And thanks to Chaplain Bellamy for that outstanding invocation. Colonel Davis and Chaplain Bellamy are members of this Air War College class and will graduate today. I would like to begin the introductions with our distinguished officials. Our guest speaker today is the Executive Director for the Commander and President of Air University, Colonel Retired Raymond Strasburger. Also on stage, we have with us the Mobilization Assistant to the Commander and President of Air University, Major General Jeffrey Henricks. The Commandant of Air War College, Brigadier General Michael Rawls. Joining us in the front row is Mrs. Scotta Rawls, the wife of Brigadier General Michael Rawls. We would also like to extend a warm welcome to all our distinguished guests who are with us for this special event. General officers, community leaders from the River Region, representatives from several countries around the world, our Air War College community outreach partners, Maxwell Air Force Base commanders, commandants, and chiefs. And last, but certainly not least, special welcome to all the Air War College graduates, as well as their families and family members and friends who are joining us here and virtually to watch today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commandant of Air War College, Brigadier General Michael Rawls.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's my absolute pleasure this morning to introduce to you your graduation speaker, Colonel Retired Raymond Strasburger, or as the thousands of airmen across the globe who know, love, and respect this man call him Donk. Donk is a warrior in every sense of the word. In his 30 years of uniformed service, Donk amassed 4,700 hours as an A-10 fighter pilot, including 800 combat hours in 5 separate military campaigns. He's the recipient of the Silver Star, the nation's 3rd highest medal given for valor in combat, and he's also been awarded the Bronze Star 4 times. In his current role, Donk is the Executive Director to the Air University Commander, Lieutenant General Hecker, and came to Maxwell having spent more than a decade in Europe as the USAFE Commander's political advisor. Air War College class of 2022, you're in for a treat, and please give a warm welcome to one of the finest human beings I know, Donk.
Good morning, Major General Heinrich, Brigadier General and Mrs. Rawls, general officers, distinguished visitors, families, and Air War College faculty and students. I would like to convey my gratitude to Lieutenant General Hecker and to Brigadier General Rawls for considering me, a Neanderthal A-10 pilot, worthy to deliver remarks on such a momentous occasion as your graduation from senior service school. I am humbled and honored by the privilege of doing so, and will do my very best in the space of 15 minutes to validate their selection. You worked exceptionally hard this year, both individually and as an international, joint, and interagency team. And it is not lost on me, the last thing you want is an old war horse standing in the way of you seeing Air War College and Maxwell Air Force Base in your rearview mirror. To begin, I thought I might turn to the Air War College's mission and key tasks and glean a few nuggets I could expound upon. The Air War College mission is to, and I quote, educate senior military and civilian teammates to serve as critical and strategic thinkers, able to serve as national security senior leaders. One of the key tasks is preparing senior officers to lead at the strategic level across the range of military operations in joint, interagency, and multinational environments. Those statements are well-articulated platitudes, but if you're like me, you might not be 100% sure what they mean, and you might be forced to read them multiple times to better understand. As you graduate and embark on your next chapter, I'd like to share with you some of what I think those statements mean to me. My first thought: if Air University and the Air War College have served you well, we've prepared you to be better senior commanders and senior staff officers for your respective countries, services, and agencies. By doing so, we've also improved the warfighting capacity, capability, and lethality of your respective countries, and better prepared each of you to preserve our collective blood and treasure while concurrently, directly or indirectly, killing our enemies, destroying their equipment and their will to fight, and securing overwhelming victory in a joint, coalition, or alliance environment. It's quite stark in those terms, but that is exactly why your respective countries and organizations competitively selected you to attend the United States Air Force's Air War College. I believe they also sent you here to develop meaningful and enduring relationships with your international, joint, and interagency teammates. Foundational to those relationships is the oath of office each of you took to your respective nations, an oath that potentially puts you and those you are responsible for in harm's way. When I reflect on my oath of office, my mind conjures a kaleidoscope of images representing the generation of patriots who took similar oaths. And I am reminded, despite whatever chaos and confusion we must presently endure, to revere my oath of office and preserve the tradition of honor and the legacy of valor those patriots forged over the past 244 years. Reflection also invokes the thoughts of integrity, of obligation and commitment, of personal accountability, that my word is my bond, and the fact the honor of my surname, Strasburger, is on the line, 24/7, 365. I conjecture the public pronouncement of our oath of office in front of our family and compatriots reminds us of our calling to sacred duty in the profession of arms, our inherent desire to serve our respective nations and our citizenry, and of the shared values that form part of the cornerstone of our personal and our professional relationships. It is my fervent hope during the past 10 months, each of you took the time to invest your most precious gift, your gift of time, in building international, joint, and interagency relationships. It is also my hope these personal and professional relationships you enjoined have engendered trust and confidence in each other, that these relationships have built deep connections and commitment that will endure the test of time. And ultimately, if we are called to execute combat operations, these relationships will withstand the crucible of combat. Enduring relationships matter. And as Benjamin Franklin said at the signing of the U.S. Declaration of Independence, we must all hang together, or most assuredly, we shall all hang separately. And the relationships you've individually forged are the keystone for hanging together and guaranteeing the success of current and future joint, coalition, and alliance operations. All of you have had your own baptism of fire over the course of your personal and professional lives. Experiences characterized by both success and by failure. Experiences that compelled you to be introspective and to innovate and change both your personal and your professional persona. Experiences that drove you to develop your own leadership precepts and to evolve your leadership style, your decision-making process, and your performance. I, too, have had baptisms of fire, and I feel I would be remiss if I didn't take a moment to share a few leadership precepts I've adopted along the way. 1, be bold and decisive. Your respective nations, services, and agencies have been formally educating and training you your entire career. And now it culminates with your graduation from senior service school and likely your first assignment as colonels or colonel equivalents. Regardless whether your destiny is command or staff, listen to, understand, and vigorously pursue your commander's guidance and intent. Move out. Close with the obstacles, regardless what form they take, and draw fire. It's not impossible, however. It is highly unlikely you'll go wrong if your daily activities and those of the teams you will lead fulfill commander's guidance and intent. A corollary to this precept is do not be risk-averse in the absence of perfect information. If you listen to listen rather than listen to speak, and if you have the professional courage to ask probing questions in public forums, wherein the entire team can listen to the commander opine or provide direction, you and your peers will understand what your commander seeks from both a strategic and operational perspective. Therefore, execute, execute, execute. 2, invest in the professional health and welfare of your peer group, your Council of Colonels. I can only speak to my personal Air Force experience. However, I expect it is true across the international, joint, and interagency continuum. General officers, senior executive service civilians, and command chiefs and senior enlisted leaders lead our organizations. However, they do not run them. The people that guide and direct the daily activities of the team to achieve commander's guidance and intent, and thus the mission, are the Council of Colonels. Regardless whether you are destined for command or staff, I encourage you to reach out to your fellow Council of Colonels. And just as you did with your Air War College teammates this past year, invest in developing mutually supportive and enduring trust relationships. If you find you don't have a formal Council of Colonels, put the time and energy into creating one and building an environment wherein you, your peers, and your subordinate teams can personally and professionally thrive while fulfilling commander's guidance and intent. As you execute your duties as part of your Council of Colonels, I offer a few thoughts. Be humble, be credible, be approachable, and yes, be vulnerable. Remember, you are training your successors. Be optimistic. Model behaviors you would like to experience as a follower, and invest your most precious gift of time in your subordinates and their families. Carry a bucket of honey through life as opposed to a bucket of vinegar. And take that brush and paint every individual you encounter with kindness, patience, understanding, and respect. You never know what someone else is enduring. Adopt President Ronald Reagan's approach. There is no limit to the amount of good you can do if you don't care who gets the credit. Remember the morning and evening mirror check. This morning is a new day with a new jet and a blank grade sheet. Plunge headlong into your work and your people and make the day count. The evening is a time for reflection and assessment, an opportunity to turn observations from the day, both good and bad, into enduring lessons learned that will make you a better individual, a better functional professional, and a better leader and warrior. Finally, number 3, find ways to say yes. An 18-year-old warrior's life may depend on what you do today. Regardless of peacetime or combat operations, it is all about inculcating an optimistic and hopeful, find ways to say yes mentality in yourself, in your peers, and in your subordinates. I'd like to share a short war story to illustrate how finding ways to say yes can change the course of lives and shape outcomes. Last week during the National Security Forum, Dr. Renner introduced me to one of your classmates, U.S. Army Lieutenant Colonel Promotable J.T. Taylor. The week before, Dr. Renner had been listening to J.T. talk to his seminar about a running battle he fought during Operation Iraqi Freedom, when J.T. was a first lieutenant medical platoon leader assigned to Colonel J.R. Sanderson's 3rd Infantry Division, Task Force 269 Armor. J.T.'s vivid recollection of the desperate fight at Objective Monte, the Mathana Bridge over the Tigris River in North Baghdad, wherein the enemy were using an intense sandstorm that reduced visibility to yards and concealed their primary assault positions and their movement, reminded Dr. Renner of 3 A-10 pilots from the 75th Fighter Squadron who over the years had shared similar recollections of a difficult mission in northern Baghdad. One of those A-10 pilots, Captain John Coke Bloker, fought on the ground as Colonel Sanderson's battalion air liaison officer. And he recounted the ferocity of an enemy ambush on a friendly, hot refueling and rearming point near the battalion headquarters, and the subsequent action by U.S. scouts who mustered the fortitude to close with the enemy and break the back of their assault, while JT's medics bounded across the battle space to tend to the wounded in action. Dr. Renner knew Captain Billy Bob Thornton and I were the other 2 A-10 pilots who fought at Objective Monte the afternoon of 6 April 2003. He knew Billy Bob and I were flying at 20,000 feet over Baghdad, debating whether to penetrate the blinding sandstorm, break the rules of engagement, and descend below 10,000 feet to execute a reconnaissance mission Coke had given us. He also knew that as soon as our UHF radio exploded with the sound of small arms and squad automatic weapons and Coke exclaiming, "We need you in here now," the debate was over. And Billy Bob and I were in the descent to provide close air support at low altitude to the troopers of Task Force 269 Armor. Having assessed that JT and I had a connection, Dr. Renner called JT down from the gathering audience, and the next thing I knew, I was staring at this mountain of a man who thrust out his hand and said, "Hey, sir, my name is J.T. Taylor, and I'm pleased to meet you." Dr. Renner said something along the lines of, "I think the two of you have something in common, Objective Monte," and then discreetly withdrew as JT and I started chattering with each other to pinpoint our connection from that day 19 years earlier. After a minute or so, it clicked. JT had been co-located with Charlie Company, who formed the task force's blocking position on the west side of Mathana Bridge, while Billy Bob and I were attacking armored elements of the Iraqi Republican Guard on the east side of Muthana Bridge. There is zero doubt in my mind that as we executed our determined combined arms fight to safeguard friendly blood and treasure, to kill the enemy and destroy their armor, JT, Billy Bob, and I fought within 500 feet of each other. That's when the emotion hit me. Just like it did the first time I met J.R. Sanderson during the 2006 Jim Thorpe days at Carlisle Barracks. And JT and I reflexively embraced each other, and for a fleeting moment, both individually and collectively, were awash with memories of the intensity of the fight, and reminisced and warmly cherished those who found ways to say yes at Objective Monty. I congratulate you for your distinguished accomplishments this year, and am honored and grateful to have had a few minutes to share with each of you this morning. As you depart Air War College and Maxwell Air Base and embark on your new roles and responsibilities, I challenge you to be bold and decisive, to invest in your Council of Colonels, and to find ways to say yes.
Thank you, Colonel Strasburger. The Air War College class presidents, Lieutenant Colonel Stephanie Wilson and Group Captain Prashant Agnihotri, would like to make a presentation to Colonel Strasburger.
Good morning. On behalf of the 75th graduating class of Air War College, academic year 2022, we would like to thank you, Colonel Strasburger, for your kind words and inspiration. Your 3 points make a lot of sense as we go back out into our respective services and our nations. As a token of our thanks, we'd like to present you with our coveted class coin. Good morning again. Each Air War College class bestows a gift to the school or community in recognition of our time here. Our time here has been pushed with, what is the problem? So this year's gift recognizes the problem of having a shortage within our aviation and military industry. Knowing the history of this region and the shoulders on which we stand, our strategy to help solve the problem is to donate $1,500 to 2 organizations selected by the class working towards the education and enrichment of underrepresented youths in aviation and aviation-related fields, as well as to help cadets and students who are working to join our ranks. Will the Red Tail Academy and the Gathering of Eagles Scholarship Fund representatives please join me on stage to accept our donations for the work they do pushing forward the evolution of air and space power.
General Hendricks, Mobilization Assistant to the Commander and President of Air University, will now confer the degree and graduate status to the class of 2022. Graduating students, please stand.
Congratulations, Air War College class of 2022. It's so exciting for you and your families to be here to celebrate this milestone in your career, a big milestone. And I understand this is one of the first time in 3 years that we've been able to get together like this with both the students and the families. So congratulations again. General Hecker sends his regrets. He wishes he could have been here. Now, I don't know if he was joking or not, but he asked me to be here because he'd rather celebrate General Webb's 38 years of service instead of your 1 year of academic achievement. Don't know. I mean, he might have been kidding about that, but no, in all seriousness, he wishes that he was here and sends his regrets. But given, I'm sure you miss him too, and given the future that's ahead for him, I thought we could just do a nice selfie video to General Hecker and saying, best wishes, General Hecker, good luck. Does that sound okay? We can do a selfie video for him. All right, on my cue. Let's see. Yeah. Best wishes, General Hecker, good luck, right? 1, 2, what? Wait a minute. It is an iPhone 8. And I don't want to show the flags. All right, here we go. 1, 2. That's awesome. So, and since we're on this tangent, why don't we go ahead and congratulate General Webb for his 38 years of service. His retirement ceremony is tonight. So from the class of 2022, just a loud and boisterous congratulations, General Webb. Does that sound okay? All right. Congratulations, General Webb. No, thank you very much for that, guys. But again, congratulations to the class of 2022, and thank you, General Rawls, for that brief sidebar there. General Rawls, have the faculty of the Air War College tested these degree candidates and found that they have met all requirements for the master's degree of strategic studies and completion of the prescribed program of study?
Sir, they have.
Then by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Congress of the United States, I hereby confer upon the members of the Air War College class of 2022 the degree of Master of Strategic Studies with all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities here and everywhere appertaining to the degree.
If each seminar would please stand as their names are read, please hold all applause until the end of each seminar. Thank you. Graduating from Seminar 1. Lieutenant Colonel David Ahn, United States Marine Corps. Colonel Abdulhadi Alababi, United Arab Emirates. Lieutenant Colonel John P. Bowler, Army National Guard. Lieutenant Colonel Leanne Heidel Chavers, Air National Guard. Lieutenant Colonel Kevin Codrington, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Dunstan, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel John T. Franz, United States Army. Lieutenant Colonel Ross Graham, United States Air Force, earning highest academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Eric Peterson, United States Air Force, earning highest academic distinction and winner of the Lieutenant General John Novick Award for Logistics. Charles Rimbach, Department of the Air Force. Colonel Jason Schmidt, United States Air Force, winner of the Professional Development Award. Colonel Kazuto Ueda, Japan. Colonel Cosmin Vlad, Romania.
Graduating from Seminar 2. Lieutenant Colonel Isaac Adams, United States Air Force. Colonel Fahad Al-Bufala, Kingdom of Bahrain. Lieutenant Colonel Augelo Bautista, Republic of Philippines. Colonel Nick Cabano, United States Army, earning academic distinction and winner of the Surgeon General's Award. Captain Derek Eastman, United States Navy. Lieutenant Colonel Benjamin D. Jensen, United States Air Force, and winner of the General Horner Award. Colonel Aaron Kelsey, Army National Guard, earning highest academic distinction and winner of the Reserve Component Award. Stephen Moore, Defense Intelligence Agency. Lieutenant Colonel Javier Noeda, Kingdom of Spain. Lieutenant Colonel John Shantz, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Andrew Thornley, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Michael Yamzin, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Beilon Zhu, United States Air Force, earning highest academic distinction. Congratulations, Seminar 2.
Graduating from Seminar 3. Lieutenant Colonel John Benson, United States Air Force Reserve. Lieutenant Colonel Amadou Chuso, Republic of the Niger. Lieutenant Colonel Eric de Waal, Kingdom of Belgium, winner of the Human Capital Innovation Award. Lieutenant Colonel Asroha Haran, Malaysia. Kenneth Hochsprung, Defense Intelligence Agency. Colonel Cedric Jackson, United States Army. Lieutenant Colonel Roderick James, United States Air Force, earning academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Sean Littleton, United States Air Force, earning highest academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Kelly McKay, United States Army. Lieutenant Colonel Herbert Millet, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Dominic Payne, United States Army Reserve. Colonel Robert Rayner, United States Air Force, earning academic distinction and winner of the Global Reach Award. Lieutenant Colonel Stephanie Wilson, United States Air Force, winner of the Leader Development and Leadership Award. Congratulations, Seminar 3.
Graduating from Seminar 4. John J. Ahern, Department of the Air Force. Colonel Al-Shahari Saeed, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Lieutenant Colonel Bryant Benton, United States Air Force, earning academic distinction. Kelly Collar, National Geospatial Intelligence Agency. Lieutenant Colonel Charles Douglas, United States Army. Lieutenant Colonel Joshua Michael Holmes, United States Air Force, earning academic distinction. Colonel Bobby Hunt, United States Air Force. Colonel Patrick Knight, United States Army. Lieutenant Colonel Trenton Miller, Army National Guard. Lieutenant Colonel Todd Mortag, Air National Guard. Lieutenant Colonel Christina Perez, United States Air Force, earning academic distinction. Colonel Dani Patois, Canada. Group Captain Nipuna Thanipuli Arachni, Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka. Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Thiot, United States Air Force. Congratulations, Seminar 4.
Graduating from Seminar 5. Colonel Craig Bailey, United States Air Force, earning academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Michael Carlson, United States Marine Corps, winner of the Military Operations Outstanding Research Award. Wing Commander Mark Chadwick, New Zealand. Lieutenant Colonel Michelle Combs, United States Air Force Reserve. Reza Gregorian, Department of the Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel John Harvey, Army National Guard. Lieutenant Colonel Winton Lasley, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Lendley, United States Air Force. Colonel Igor Lozanovsky, Republic of North Macedonia. Lieutenant Colonel Patrick Lysite, United States Air Force, earning highest academic distinction. Colonel Lance McInish, United States Air Force. Colonel Juan Mendez, Oriental Republic of Uruguay. Lieutenant Colonel Aaron Mock, United States Army. Congratulations, Seminar 5.
Graduating from Seminar 6. Colonel Chad A. Bellamy, United States Air Force, and winner of the Culture and Language Center Award. Group Captain Tanyawat Chusongsang, Kingdom of Thailand. Jason E. Cosby, Department of the Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Sean Cullen, United States Air Force, earning academic distinction. Colonel Reginald K. Evans, United States Army. Lieutenant Colonel Michael Graham, United States Marine Corps. Lieutenant Colonel Kelly Hopgood, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Alan Meadows, United States Air Force, earning highest academic achievement distinction. Colonel Saeed Mahidra, Kingdom of Morocco. Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Micheli, United States Air Force. Colonel Jeffrey A. Poquette, United States Army, earning highest academic distinction. Klaus G. Stanford, Department of the Army. Lieutenant Colonel Ryan D. Serrell, United States Air Force, earning academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel John Harper Weeks, United States Air Force Reserve. Congratulations, six-pack.
Graduating from Seminar 7. Colonel Matthew Astroth, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Bar Bashan, State of Israel. Lieutenant Colonel Carl Bend, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Fernando Castaneda, Republic of El Salvador. Lieutenant Colonel Ifan Dubose, United States Air Force. Robin Johnson, Department of the Air Force. Captain Kenneth M. Kerr, United States Navy, earning academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Nicholas L. Morgans, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Julius Penn, United States Army Reserve. Lieutenant Colonel Jorge Rosario, United States Army. Lieutenant Colonel Christine Van Wizendonk, United States Air Force Reserve. Lieutenant Colonel Brian Walter, United States Air Force, winner of the Major General Floyd L. Carpenter Award. Lieutenant Colonel Mingwei Wang, Taiwan. Congratulations, Seminar 7.
Graduating from Seminar 8. Lieutenant Colonel Giuseppe Ambrosio, Italian Republic, earning highest academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Fidel Castro, Republic of Peru. Lieutenant Colonel Andrew Crabtree, United States Air Force. Colonel Adrian Dramanik, Republic of Indonesia. Colonel John C. Davis, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Matt Davis, United States Army, earning academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Lori Hodge, United States Air Force. Chaplain, Lieutenant Colonel Wade Jensen, Air National Guard. Lieutenant Colonel Jason Scalzati, United States Air Force, earning academic distinction. Colonel Marty Smith, United States Air Force. Colonel Gary Thompson, United States Marine Corps. Lieutenant Colonel Ramey Walters, Army National Guard. Congratulations, Seminar 8.
Graduating from Seminar 9. Lieutenant Colonel Jeff Ostoff, United States Army. Lieutenant Colonel Bryant Bevan, United States Air Force. Colonel Wesley Bradford, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Brian Campbell, United States Air Force, earning academic distinction. Colonel Zachariah Dewahede, Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Eccles, United States Air Force. Robert Evans, Department of the Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Jason Eisen, United States Army. Lieutenant Colonel Lucretia Merkel, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Edward J. Morris, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Jeremy Patrick, United States Air Force Reserve. Commander Mark Potoshnik, United States Coast Guard. Colonel Christiane Stuardo, Republic of Chile. Group Captain Mohammed Bello Umar, Federal Republic of Nigeria, and winner of the Major General Edward G. Lansdale International Affairs Award. Congratulations, Seminar 9.
Graduating from Seminar 10. Lieutenant Colonel Ahmed Yusuf Ahmed, Arab Republic of Egypt. Lieutenant Colonel Benjamin Bryant, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Benjamin L. Carroll, United States Air Force. Colonel Bud Fujii Takamoto, United States Air Force. Colonel Luis Geraldo, Republic of Colombia. Jamaica Hicks, Department of the Army. Colonel Roman Hofer, Republic of Austria, earning academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Adam C. McCulley, United States Marine Corps. Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan D. Sawtell, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Lovell Stinson, United States Air Force Reserve. Lieutenant Colonel James Ulrich, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Gordon Vincent, United States Army. Colonel Roger P. Waleski Jr., United States Army, earning academic distinction and winner of the Lieutenant General Pete Caseta Army Writing Award. Lieutenant Colonel Jason L. Woodruff, United States Air Force. Congratulations, Seminar 10.
Graduating from Seminar 11. Group Captain Prasant Agnihotri, Republic of India, earning highest academic distinction. Wing Commander Hisham Al-Tobi, Sultanate of Oman. Lieutenant Colonel Jason Botts, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Buck, Army National Guard. Colonel Alejandro Buniag, United States Army Reserve. Colonel Norbert Hojnazny, Commonwealth of Poland. Lieutenant Colonel Bradley Davies, United States Air Force, earning academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Brian Foley, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Jason Gerber, United States Air Force, winner of the Joint Air Power Award. Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Hay, Air National Guard. Sylvia Kerwan, Department of the Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Susie Roberts, United States Army Reserve. Lieutenant Colonel Raymond Spohr, United States Air Force.
Graduating from Seminar 12. Colonel Alexandre Colombo, Federative Republic of Brazil. Colonel Georgios Dimitriou, Hellenic Republic. Lieutenant Colonel Gabe Fleming, United States Air Force. Stacia Franks, Department of the Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Scott Gregg, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Tim Horning, United States Army Reserve. Lieutenant Colonel William Johnson, United States Air Force, earning academic distinction. Group Captain Shah Khalid, Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Lieutenant Colonel Jin Kim, United States Marine Corps Reserve, and State Department Diplomatic Security Agent. Alfredo Rodriguez III, United States Marine Corps civilian. Lieutenant Colonel Wilberto M. Sanchez, Air National Guard, winner of the Snake Island Award. Lieutenant Colonel Clayton Schutte, United States Air Force, earning academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Tim Sikora, United States Army, and winner of the Air Force Cyber Award. Lieutenant Colonel Jason Watkins, United States Air Force. Congratulations, Seminar 12.
Graduating from Seminar 13, Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Bearden, United States Army. Colonel Arif Budiman, Republic of Indonesia. Lieutenant Colonel Warren Conroe, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Vincent Davis, Air National Guard. Lieutenant Colonel Nicholas Faranek, United States Air Force, earning highest academic distinction. Colonel Walter Gasparati, Argentine Republic. Colonel Peter Hu, United States Army. Lieutenant Colonel Julia McGregor, United States Air Force. Colonel Jeremy Pond, United States Air Force, earning academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel John W. Taylor III, United States Army. Colonel Yaroslav Tomana, Czech Republic, earning highest academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Winkelpleck, United States Air Force, winner of the Russia Integrated Deterrence Award. Congratulations, Seminar 13.
Graduating from Seminar 14, Colonel Jesus Bautista Alator, United Mexican States. Colonel Paul Davis, United States Army. Lieutenant Colonel Doug Grabowski, United States Air Force. Colonel Barent Guerrier, United States Air Force, earning academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Cameron Gunnan, United States Air Force Reserve. Group Captain Mohammed Enamal Karim, People's Republic of Bangladesh. Linda K. Lee, Department of the Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Doug Mabry, United States Air Force, earning academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Benjamin Mather, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Malinsky, Army National Guard. Colonel Angel Nikolov, Republic of Bulgaria. Lieutenant Colonel Ramsey Oliver, United States Army, earning highest academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Van Gilder, United States Air Force. Congratulations, Seminar 14.
Graduating from the Grand Strategy Seminar, William M. Butterfield, United States Agency for International Development, earning academic distinction and winner of the China Integrated Deterrence Award. Joseph Kerrigan, Department of the Air Force, earning highest academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Mark Kramer, United States Air Force, earning highest academic distinction, earning academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Benjamin Davenport, United States Marine Corps, earning academic distinction and winner of the General P.X. Kelly United States Marine Corps Writing Award. Lieutenant Colonel Donald Davenport, Air National Guard. Lieutenant Colonel Jason Evans, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Hilferty, United States Air Force, earning academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Elizabeth Ann Heddles, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Richard K. Kind, United States Air Force, earning academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Donald McClure, Air National Guard, winner of the Senior Leadership Innovation Award. Colonel Lawrence Munich, Army National Guard, earning highest academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Welch, United States Air Force, earning highest academic distinction. Congratulations, Grand Strategy Seminar.
Graduating from the Joint Warrior Studies Seminar, Colonel Apollo Oloka, Republic of Kenya. Commander Brian Bernardin, United States Navy. Lieutenant Colonel Michael Carruthers, United States Air Force, earning highest academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Nicolas Dion, French Republic, earning highest academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Michael Hayek, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Nicholas Kutz, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Donovan Lasky, United States Air Force. Colonel Richard McElhaney, United States Air Force, earning academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Tyler Nyber, United States Air Force. Colonel Nina Padalino, United States Air Force, earning academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Lisa Palmer, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Ty Parker, Army National Guard. Colonel Sameh Razwan, Republic of Tunisia. Lieutenant Colonel James Rose, United States Marine Corps, earning academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Sean M. Williams, United States Air Force Reserve. Congratulations, JWIZ.
And last, but most certainly not least, graduating from the West Space Seminar, Colonel Michael Bancroft, United States Army. Roslyn Barbie, Department of the Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Lars Bibo, Federal Republic of Germany, earning academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Andrew Boguski, United States Air Force. Wing Commander Adam Carroll, Commonwealth of Australia, earning academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Michael Cassidy, United States Marine Corps, winner of the Duhay Mitchell International Air Power Trophy. Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Hobbs, United States Space Force, winner of the Excellence in Space Research Award. Lieutenant Colonel Justin Hodge, United States Space Force, winner of the Air War College Research Excellence Award. Christopher Jansen, Department of the Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Robert McConnell, United States Space Force, earning academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Scott Munn, United States Space Force. Lieutenant Colonel Gita Olsen, Kingdom of Norway. Lieutenant Colonel Robert Porter, United States Space Force. Lieutenant Colonel Kenneth Smith, United States Space Force, earning highest academic distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Joshua Woodrow, United States Army. Congratulations, West Space Seminar.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are your graduates of the Air War College, class of 2022. Our graduates have received their diplomas and will recognize the accomplishments of each graduate, including any academic distinction and awards earned during the year. In order to graduate Air War College with academic distinction, a student must attain a final grade point average of 3.85 to 3.94. We have 32 students who are graduating with academic distinction. We also have a few students who are graduating with highest academic distinction, which means their final grade point average was 3.95 or higher. There are 19 students who are graduating with highest academic distinction. Each seminar will now stand to be recognized for their achievements. Finally, we have 4 distinguished honors to award. The Academic Excellence Award is given each year to the students who achieve a perfect 4.0 grade point average. Maintaining a perfect A average over the course of the rigorous 10-month Air War College curriculum is a tremendous feat, and this year we have 9 students who have done so. Those students are from Seminar 11, Group Captain Prashant Agnihotri, India. From Seminar 8, Lieutenant Colonel Giuseppe Ambrosio, Italy. From the Grand Strategy Seminar, Mr. Joseph Kerrigan, Department of the Air Force. From Seminar 13, Lieutenant Colonel Nicholas Faronic, United States Air Force. From Seminar 5, Lieutenant Colonel Patrick Lysite, United States Air Force. From the Grand Strategy Seminar, Colonel Lawrence Munich, Army National Guard. From Seminar 14, Lieutenant Colonel Ramsey Oliver, United States Army. From Seminar 1, Lieutenant Colonel Eric Peterson, United States Air Force. And from Seminar 6, Colonel Jeffrey Poquette, United States Army. Congratulations to you all. The Wright Brothers Officership Award is sponsored by the Air University Foundation. The winner is selected by the Air War College Commandant and is recognized as a student who makes the most significant contribution to the overall objectives of Air War College. This year's Wright Brothers Award winner is from Seminar 9, Lieutenant Colonel Bryant Bevan. Next, we present the Air War College nominee for the Secretary of the Air Force Leadership Award. This award is presented annually to recognize students who exhibit exemplary leadership, character, and ethical behavior. This year's Air War College nominee is from Seminar 3, Lieutenant Colonel Stephanie Wilson. Finally, we present the Commandant's Award. This award recognizes a top overall research product from all award categories you've heard announced this morning. The award is sponsored by the Air University Foundation. This year's winner is from Seminar 7, Lieutenant Colonel Brian Walter. The title of his paper was Stability Implications of China's Entangled Nuclear Delivery Systems. Congratulations. And thank you to Colonel Walter's research advisor, Dr. David Palke. Ladies and gentlemen, these 227 Air War College graduates will fill command positions and national security leadership posts. They will shape a more lethal fighting force and influence the national and global security environment for years to come. Please join me in a round of applause for our graduates. If you are an international student or were announced as winning a writing or special award, please come to the stage after the ceremony has concluded to pick up your transcript or accept your award. Additionally, we ask that all the 4.0 students please come up to the stage for a photo with the Commandant after the ceremony. The Commandant will now address the class for the last time.
So first of all, let me say it is difficult for me to genuinely highlight what an exceptional class this was. In a normal year, we have 2 or 3 students who achieve a 4.0 grade point average. I looked back in the records as far as I could find that were maintained, and never in the history of the War College, to my knowledge, has there ever been 9 students that achieved a 4.0 grade point average. And for those people here who've ever attempted graduate school, the fact that we had 2 internationals, so Prashant and Bino, to have received a 4.0 in something that's other than your mother language is remarkable. And I will tell you, this is one of the most challenging graduate schools in existence. So the amount of rigor that they were subjected to was something exceptional. So I couldn't be more proud of you. Air War College Class of 2022, the day has finally arrived. And I want to share a little with you about what you've accomplished over these past 10 months. Today, 227 of you are graduating. What, might you ask, have we accomplished this year? 36 academic credit hours, 141 instructional periods, 225 hours listening to lectures in Jones Auditorium, 500 hours of in-class discussion, 1,200 hours at home preparing for class, some of you. 1,128 pages of reading, if you chose to do it all. 150 pages of assigned papers to write. How did the students and faculty rise to this challenge? Let me give you some interesting statistics, because as all of you know, I'm a data guy. 1,232,469 times China was mentioned in the curriculum. 2,720 is the number of times collectively that students had to log on to Microsoft software to satisfy the A6 security requirements, which totals 30 man-hours per student logging in. 21.5% is the probability that Wi-Fi in Jones Auditorium would actually work during a briefing. 1, the number of students who survived a zebra kick during the RSS trip. I want to hear more about that one later. 67, the number of times students held the microphone backwards, upside down, failed to push the talk button when they asked a question in Jones Auditorium. 227, you can ask your class president about this. 227 is the number of times and the number of students who complained about the landing fee. 97 emails to the class president from students on what they would do had they been in charge. 4,857 bags required to take a 2-week trip by 227 Air War College students. 857 times people mentioned their seminar number to guests outside of Air University who had no idea what they were talking about. 1,909,648 is the number of times students use YouTube and podcasts during the seminar to try to explain a complex subject. 7,542 Keurig cups used in seminars. 1 RSS trip to Ukraine canceled. 9, the number of raccoons caught in the ceiling of the Air War College building. And last but not least, 3,482 is the number of times Clausewitz's paradoxical trinity was referenced in seminars. What you have accomplished to this point is significant, but it's just a start. Continue to push yourselves. Never accept less than excellence. Demand more of yourselves than others do. Recognize everything worth doing is hard. Learn to give and take constructive feedback. Experience makes you good, but tough, honest debriefs make you great. As you gain rank, position, status, authority, people will treat you different. They will treat you better. Your jokes will get funnier, your advice wiser, your appearance more attractive. People will hold doors open for you. They'll get your coffee. They'll call you sir and ma'am. They'll prepare your slides. Be grateful and thank them, but never forget that you deserve none of that. You're owed none of that. No job is beneath you. Leaders all too often fail because because of compromise, as it becomes easier and then more comfortable, the more powerful and rank that you attain. Earn the right to lead the men and women who will be placed under your charge every single day. Humility is not a virtue that develops over time. It's a conscious decision that you choose to exemplify every single day, and it is a quality without which, in my opinion, you cannot effectively lead. Relationships are the most important things you collect along your military journey. It must be always about the people, never about the things. Never forget this, and it starts with your own family. Be sure that you don't get so focused on making a career that you forget to make a life. I pray that all of you run out of your respective service before you run out of your spouse, your friends, and your children. Your life, your career will not be shaped primarily by the information, but by relationships. You were created not just to consume, but to contribute. Enjoy the work, but love the people. It's what makes life worth living. Thank you for your willingness to selflessly serve. When Hollywood is obsessed about making movies about your profession, you know that you're onto something. I'm so fortunate to have been given the opportunity to have been your commandant. I'm a better man because of the interaction I've had with each of you, and I'm exceedingly proud. Good luck, Godspeed, and I look forward to serving alongside all of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the Air Force song and remain standing for class dismissal.
Class of 2022, you are dismissed.